was just a child when the stars fell from the skies, but I remember how they built a cannon to destroy them, and in turn how that cannon brought war upon us. War was an abstract idea, nothing more than a show on TV. As a child, I only saw it as something that happened in some faraway land. Until that final day of summer. One day while on my way to school, I looked up in the skies. A sound like distant thunder. In the blue skies far above me, contrails drew dizzying circles around in a crazy waltz. A battle in the beautiful skies far away. I could not tear my gaze away from them. A deafening roar. Silence appeared, as if to graze the hills and streak past me. The fighters played the cat or the mouse in turn as they climbed swiftly into the sky. One fleeing plane fell out of the skies, spiraling and spewing orange flames to crash by the Cape. The same Cape where my family lived. Now they only live in my memories of days past. The victor circled around to confirm the kill. And on his craft, there was a large number 13 emblazoned in yellow. I will never forget this. The Allies retreated across the ocean before the onslaught of the enemy. Our little town in the heart of the mainland fell into deep isolation.
Years after the planetfall of the Ulysses 1994 XF-04 asteroids, Stonehenge, the Erusian weapon of mass destruction, was originally built to shoot down asteroids. Upon discovering its potential as an anti-aircraft weapon, the Erusians ruled the skies over the mainland. The ISAF's attempts to destroy Stonehenge through airstrikes failed. As a result, strategic positions on the mainland were lost. This in turn forced ISAF to evacuate from the east coast to North Point. ISAF GHQ is regrouping its remaining combat forces at North Point. However, the Erusians control most parts of the mainland, and they have forward-deployed bombers to Wrigley Air Base, a former ISAF facility. This bomber force will attempt to deal a lethal blow to the ISAF at North Point from this strategic position. Here is the current SITREP and your orders for deployment, effective immediately. Enemy agents destroyed our early warning radar network, allowing several dare bombers to penetrate our airspace. In 15 minutes, we expect this bomber formation to strike Allen Ford Air Base and then move on to targets at North Point. Our air defense forces are extremely weak at this point in time, hence our GHQ is a sitting duck. It is mission critical that you destroy the bombers and neutralize the threat before they get past Newfield Island. Remember, you are the first line of defense for North Point, and the fate of ISAF lies in your hands. Here is the current SITREP.
here. Call sign Sky Eye. Do you read? Your call sign is Mobius 1. We'll refer to you by this name at all times. You are now under my command. 6 bombers on Vector 360 confirmed. Continue north to intercept. Today's my birthday. Victory sure would be nice. Damn, those mechanics were slacking again. Viper 3, engage. Rapier 8, engage. Viper 9, engage. Mobius 1, engage. Hostiles confirmed.
Seeing the mainland. Watch out for sharks if you go down feet wet.
You're too close! Target is bombing the city.
He's behind me. Our bomb has been hit.
There's our welcoming party.
Let your escorts handle them.
Save your bombs for the GHQ.
He's coming this way. Protect the bombers.
8 miles to the target. I'll take this one.
Closing in on enemy aircraft.
Mobius 1, currently over city airspace. Locked on. Mobius 1, Fox 2. Mobius 1 shot down a bear. 5 miles out from first target. Line up. Open all bay doors. 2 miles. Fox 2. Where are the escort fighters? 3 targets remaining. Mobius 1, Allen Ford Air Base is on the nose. Mobius 1, Fox 2. Don't let them escape, Miles. It's game over. Nothing but air. Heads up.
I'll fly support on that aircraft.
Target on the nose. Got his tail.
Think he saw us? Over target. Bombs away. Bombs away. Not much surface fire.
This is Allen Fort. We're under attack. The runway and facilities are hit.
Damn it. Fans on my tail. All right. We'll take them on.
Again, you've got one on your tail.
Keep an eye on those escort fighters. Don't let them get the shot.
I'm out of ammo. Winchester.
Mobius 1, Fox 2. Missile hit.
Our escorts with you!
Fox 2.
Hard left.
Locked on. Fox 2. Missile shot trashed. You're in gun range. Target hit.
All right, here we go. Someone delouse my 6 o'clock.
Good job, Mobius 1.
Sky Eye, this is Alan Fort. Got visual on the downed bombers. Whose kill was that? Make sure to thank him.
That's a roundup. Let's go on home.
Thanks to your efforts, the enemy bomber strike was averted. However, our victory will be meaningless should you fail the next mission.
The war seemed to unfold in the blink of an eye. I don't remember exactly when the forces from the west occupied my town. I was too busy scanning the skies day after day, waiting for Yellow 13 to reappear. Before I knew it, everything changed. The language they taught us at school. Our friendly local sheriff disappeared and was replaced by foreign MPs. In the beginning, some people secretly tuned into broadcasts from North Point on their parabolic antennas. But as time passed, the broadcast no longer came in. Maybe the satellites were destroyed. All non-military computer networks were shut down. Gasoline was rationed to civilians. Though we lived in the 21st century, we were reduced to using crystal radios and horse-drawn carts. I moved in with my uncle in town, who used to be a taxi driver. Out of gasoline and out of work, my uncle did nothing but to drown himself in drink. I earned my keep by playing the harmonica in the town bar, the one thing I was good at. I'd play for sullen occupation soldiers in exchange for their charity and loose change, and used the money to support my uncle and myself. My uncle trash-talked the barkeep who catered to the enemy soldiers, but he never refused the money I brought home. As for myself, I had a crush on the barkeep's only daughter, who was a little older than me. Another day passed, yet still no sign of the fighter plane Yellow 13 in the skies above our town.
The enemy-held Wrigley Air Base is located in close proximity to our front lines, making it the proverbial knife at our throat. A large Erusian bomber contingent was deployed to Wrigley. Their intentions are clear. A full-scale strike on our forces at North Point is imminent. Your mission is to catch these bombers on the ground and destroy them. We intend to turn the parking ramp at Wrigley into a junkyard.
Enemy facility.
the bombers.
Number 2, run through those takeoff procedures ASAP.
It's a big target. Don't miss. Hard enemy radar spike. Mobius 1, Box 2.
No, move them. Hang in there. Don't give up. I lost him.
Good going!
This is Wrigley. We've taken serious damage from enemy attacks.
Hard enemy radar spike.
Nice power! Missile! Break! Break! Evade, Mobius 1!
Jeez.
Drop a bomb right in the center.
Where's our target?
Get all operational aircraft airborne immediately.
AA guns destroyed. Enemy facility destroyed. Mobius 1, Box 2. Target hit.
You bombers are all sitting ducks. Take off immediately! This isn't a drill, this is for real.
Mobius 1 destroyed the target. Enemy facility destroyed.
Enemy attack!
Hard right, now!
I'm in position. Engage. This is inside. Someone cover me.
Yahoo! Good going!
Target destruction confirmed.
AA guns destroyed.
Good job, Mobius 1. Target destruction confirmed.
Enemy facility destroyed.
Go to your right. Get sloppy. Target is neutralized.
Bandit closing at 6. AA guns destroyed. Mobius 1 destroyed the target.
This is Wrigley. Our bombers are decimated. Repeat, all our bombers are destroyed.
Sky Eye, this is Fighter Squadron. Mission complete. We're coming home.
The attack was a success. A significant number of enemy bombers were eliminated, and a full-scale airstrike on North Point was averted.
One night, a spirited group made their way into the bar, chased out the sullen army grunts, and commandeered the place. Even I knew who they were. The patch on their sleeve was the mark of the proud Air Force. A loud-mouthed, middle-aged man went around, announcing each pilot's results for the day and his running kill record. For those who exceeded 5 kills, a thorough toasting and soaking followed. I believe it was their custom to call a pilot an ace once he shot down 5 planes. After completing the day's review, the same guy, the squadron adjutant, went on to announce, "And now, for our leader's results." Everyone turned around to look at the quiet man who sat alone, strumming a guitar. I found myself drawn to the music from his guitar. Our Yellow 13 bagged 3 more today, bringing his new tally up to 64 kills. With a tentative smile, the man with the guitar turned to me and asked me to accompany him on my harmonica. I brought it up to my lips and I started a new song. I had finally found him. But by some fluke, it was my father's favorite song. The one he used to play at the end of each day.
The Allied forces are retreating, and survivors are gathering at the northern port of St. Arc. However, the radar facilities atop Mount Shesna provide tactical support to the enemy. As a result, our evac mission is in jeopardy. If our troops can successfully evacuate and regroup at North Point, they will become a formidable force in future battles. Your mission is to destroy the radar facilities on Mount Shesna, thereby blinding the enemy and hiding our troop movements.
This combat area is within enemy airspace. Keep an eye out for bandits. Use Vector 180 to return home after destroying the target. Remember, a safe return completes the mission. Clear to engage. Refueling, engage. This is Shesna radar marked. Bandits approaching Vector 135. Mobius 1, engage. Locked on. Bandit secured. I can't climb any higher. Base 1 at Vector 310, 8 miles. Engage hostile aircraft and keep them from the radar. Engage. Say your prayers. He's behind me. Something's wrong. I'm pulling out. Keep an eye on those escorts. I've got a lock on. Right behind him. Right behind you. Hands up. Without interception. Missed. Keep your eyes on the radar. I'm still no joy. Bandit confirmed at Vector 270. Mobius 1, Box 2. I can't hold on! Eject! It's completely covered with snow. Don't get distracted by the scenery. Bandit confirmed at Vector 320. Check 6.
Radar, how many friendlies down? I'm going down.
Pickle, pickle.
Target is neutralized. Good job, Mobius 1. There's ground objects on the radar. Squeeze on exhaust. Destroy the radar quickly. Good going. They're pesky. Target destruction confirmed. The Shadow Rail moves are silent.
AA guns destroyed.
Target confirmed on the summit. All right, I've got him cornered. Bandits above the radar. Die, you SOB!
Radar lock. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Still okay.
Missed. Missile hit.
Mobius 1, shot one down. Enemy aircraft approaching radar. All aircraft converge on radar.
Missile shot trashed.
Don't let your flight get sloppy. Mobius 1, bandit on your tail. Turn hard.
Locked on.
He's engaging me. You're too close.
Radar lock.
Help!
Fox 2.
The missile didn't hit! Be calm and give it your best shot when the enemy arrives.
Radar base 2. Inspector 280. 8 miles. Radar lock. Fox 2, Fox 2. Missile hit.
Damn it, I'm here.
Fox 2. Surface target destroyed. AA guns destroyed.
All right, Mobius 1. Yahoo! Good going!
Fox 2. Mobius 1 destroyed the target. Sky Eye here. Radar facilities confirmed destroyed. All aircraft take vector 180 south. Use the return line on the map to exit combat area and return to base. Fly in the right direction and you'll see a white dotted line across your flight path. Those of you who need to resupply or refuel during missions should cross this line to exit the combat area and return to base or carrier. Approaching return line. Follow the controller's orders for landing.
Mobius 1, perform landing check. You are cleared to land. One mile to touchdown. Slow down. Your speed's too high. Nicely done, Mobius 1. Go and prepare for your next sortie.
With their radar out of commission, the enemy's command and control is degraded. The evac and regrouping efforts are proceeding as scheduled. We've discovered the Erusians are transporting a large quantity of strategic supplies and rapid deployment troops into Comberth Harbor. Comberth appears to be the staging area for an attack on North Point. The Acre fleet stationed here seems to be the centerpiece of this strike. If the Erusians complete their troop preparations and the Acre fleet sets sail, this will bring about our defeat in this war. Your mission is to intercept and shoot down the enemy transport planes in and around Comberth Harbor. Let's show them how vulnerable they are. Be advised, the transport aircraft have ECMs on board that emit powerful jamming signals. Rely on visual contact rather than radar.
Mobius 1, Sky Eye here. You should be getting visual on the transport soon. Destroy the E-767s hidden nearby to clear the jamming from our radar. Good luck.
Engage. Viper 3, engage.
Mobius 1, engage. Bandit at 12 o'clock.
You're in too deep. Roger, commencing attack. I'll assist with re-entry. Jamming's getting stronger. Black 10, you've got one on your tail.
Missile shot trashed.
Thanks for the save. There, over there.
Mobius 1, Fox 2. Missile hit.
Black 8, my aircraft is damaged. I'm out of ammo. Winchester. Damn, that was one of ours.
Radar lock. Missile hit. 2 targets remaining.
Good job, Mobius 1. I'm closing in on you. We're better in the dogfight. Are they still there?
Target hit.
They got the E-767s. Maintain formation.
Part of the radar is clear. The radar's still jammed. There must be another active electronic jammer. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Mobius 1, get out of there! Yahoo! Good going! Jamming better work.
Still okay.
He's on my tail! Someone help me! Do they see us? Where are the E-767s? He's at my 6. Hurry up, I'm getting nailed here.
Hard enemy radar spike. Fox 2, Fox 2. He sees us. Hard enemy radar spike. Radar lock. Fox 2, Fox 2. Target hit. Fox 2. All aircraft check radar. Should be clear and functioning now.
Radar's clear, jamming is back online. Box 2. Oh, jeez, city ducks.
Hard enemy radar spike. Locked on. Fox 2. Hard enemy radar spike. Locked on. Hard enemy radar spike. Check 6. Radar lock. Fox 2, Fox 2. Missile hit.
Fox 2. Shooting. He's at my 6. Woo-wee. I can take him on. Nice kill! Good job, Mobius 1.
Good job. You shot down the enemy transport without any radar.
The mission was a success. This Erusian air corridor has been effectively shut down. Converse Harbor, home of the Acre Fleet, is completely dependent on a single petrochemical complex for its fuel supply. The complex consists of a land-based oil refinery storage facility and an offshore oil drilling platform. Your mission is to go out and destroy, or at least damage, these sites. Our objective is to reduce production output of this complex to 20% or less. By cutting off the port's fuel supply, we will delay and disrupt the combat deployment of the Acre Fleet.
Commence operation. Split into 2 groups and destroy targets. Inflict as much damage as possible to the complex and reduce their output.
We'll be seeing the welcoming party any minute now. Let's wrap this up before dawn.
Clear to engage. Bandit confirmed at Vector 050. Mobius 1, engage.